What's going on? It's your dog Artman Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Nah, I'm just chilling. Hold on. Let me get this camera right. I'm over here trying to figure things out. Insert. Hold on. Let me send this link out. Let everybody know I'm on here live. Hold on, cuz. Let me send this link out. But look, a lot of shit going on in the boxing world right now. We might not be getting that Errol Spence versus Crawford rematch. And a lot of people felt like, I seen this coming. I seen this coming because of the last performance. Well, shit, we getting there. It's looking like that shit not might happen. And then I got some news for one of our uh, boxing insiders who told me that Bud's not even obligated to the rematch no more. It's done and through with now. Woo. It's done and through with now. So it's like, what we doing here? I heard from a boxing source and all that bullshit that the rematch was supposed to happen before December 23rd, 2023, which was last year. We in the year 2024. A lot of shit's changed. Things change out here. Things definitely changed out here. So, but we getting to it, man. Look, Errol Spence Jr., he came out and he's been real vocal on social media, which got a lot of people talking. It got me talking. Shit, we doing this live. It got me thinking, like, man, what's up with our dude Errol? Is he okay? Everything's okay with him? Is everything okay with our good brother Errol Spence Jr.? I hope everything's fine. But we definitely gonna talk. Let me send this link out. Let everybody know we are on here live. Shit's crazy though. Like, Errol Spence, he came out and said, my eye, I had cataract surgery and this and that, and that's just why I couldn't see the jabs coming my way and the hooks because this and that. And a lot of folks are saying, oh man, you're making excuses. There you go, making excuses and all this shit. But my thing is, if it's an excuse, if it's a excuse that can be proven by doctors' notes and stuff like that, and proves real surgery and all that shit, like, my thing is, how is that not a real excuse? Errol Spence, he congratulated Bud. He said, yeah, that nigga beat my ass and all that. But check this out. I got this cataract surgery that was long overdue. Niggas to touch my ribs up in sparring. You know what I'm saying? Things is different. I survived some car accidents. I'm not the same Errol Spence that came into the fight, which is understandable. But in the boxing world, ain't no room for excuses, even if you got a legit excuse. They're not trying to hear it. And it's really fucked up. It's fucked up because us boxing fans, we know Errol Spence is a good fighter, man. We know Errol Spence is a good fighter. So for him to go out and have a performance like that, and we know we didn't get the real Errol Spence in that fight, it sucks. So I picked Errol Spence to win that fight. I did. But I didn't expect that nigga that showed up that night to perform. I didn't expect that not one bit. But it is what it is, man. Sometimes you do gotta move on. You gotta move on. Errol Spence, he went on to explain to the fans that he's supposed to have cataract surgery and he's getting that now. And that's one of the reasons why he couldn't see jabs and left hooks coming. Oh man. And that really has me thinking like, dude, is Earl Spence, is your body giving out on you, bro? Because yeah, you survived a car accident, but shit happens, man. My dude, Underdog Boxing, said I had to sub up fuck with Artman for sure. Shout out to you, brother. Make sure you go to artmanapparel.com too to get the best boxing merch in boxing. Straight up. Check my website. I got some of the best merch out here, if not the best merch out here. Said I respect Spence for admitting his lifestyle isn't the best, and that's true. That's true, but that's nobody's fault but Spence's. And that's Spence fans. We gotta be real. We gotta be real. We seen the red flags, but we ignored them. We seen the red flags, but we ignored them. And what I mean by red flags is the infamous video of Errol Spence Jr. and AB and Gervonta Davis. And, they was fucking drunk as a skunk. And Errol Spence grabbed the mic talking about, so yeah, nigga, I was born in 1991, but I was 15 in 2015 and all that shit. We laughing at that shit now, but we know, man, we ignored the hell out them fucking red flags, dog. That's not a boxing lifestyle. You're not supposed to be out here getting drunk and getting high. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be doing that type of shit, man. We seen it. But we thought, maybe, he can get past it and go out here and show us something that's never been done before. But unfortunately, what happened after that was Errol Spence winning a couple belts, but he went on to have a life-altering car accident, which changed his life forever. I understand that Errol Spence survived that car accident, but you just don't come back the same after that shit. The man was lucky enough to even be able to walk and talk again. So the fact that he's over here trying to box after that, it's just pushing luck, man. I'm really surprised that he made it this far after that car accident. But he went on to beat a couple guys. He beat Danny Garcia. Then got injured again. Supposed to be fighting Manny Pacquiao. Got injured. And then went to fight with Ugas and beat him pretty tough. But even in that fight, we seen like, damn, Errol Spence, how you let Ugas catch you with that shot off guard? You supposed to be focused. What's going on up there in your marbles? What's going on? And he tried to explain that, I was looking at my teeth to see if it fell on the floor. And you see, like, that type of shit right there is like, man, us boxing fans, we got to really pay attention to everything. But we seen the red flags, but we said, fuck it. We still picking Errol Spence because Errol Spence is the truth. He a real nigga. Got a good mouthpiece. He know how to convince the people that he's good. And then he went out there and gave us that performance against Bud. Dog. He went in there against Bud and got his ass beat the fuck up. If anything, that performance looked like a nigga who just had a car accident. Straight up, like, because he went in there looking like a deer caught in fucking headlights. One of the best performances for Bud Crawford I've ever seen. Man, Errol Spence, he looked so bad in that fight, man. And it left a lot of us heartbroken. It had us really thinking like, man, what the fuck, man? Maybe as fans, we need to push for these fights to happen ASAP. And no more stalling and waiting and marinating, because marinating and stalling got us a performance like that from Errol Spence. And I know a lot of folks were saying, I picked Bud to win. Bud would have did the same. Nah, niggas, shut the fuck up. I hate these lying ass niggas, man. I hate these lying ass niggas that be on here talk about something. That's what I expected. I expected Errol Spence to look like. No, nigga, no the fuck you didn't. You did not expect Errol Spence to look like that. Nobody did. Not even Bud. Not even Bud expected Errol to look like that. And you lying ass, hardcore motherfucker, I'm so fucking tough and I have no excuses ass niggas. I don't like that shit because it's real. You know Errol Spence did not look right in that fucking fight. And I'm not even saying this to the fact that, yeah, there's a 100% chance Errol Spence would have beat him if he would have fought around Lamont Pearson days. But we all know for a fact that would have been a different fight. We know it. Errol, I was raised in old law where a man don't make excuses. Spence not making excuses. It's not excuses. It's not excuses when you congratulate the man for winning and admitting defeat. It's so crazy. Boxing fans are so crazy because there's just no excuse thing going on in boxing, but it's so fucking selective, dog. It's super selective. Teofimo Lopez, he lose against Cambosis. The motherfucker said what? His esophagus exploded or some weirdo shit. He had air in his lungs. Niggas is talking about, yeah, that was a fluke. Teo would have beat Cambosis. He would have beat Cambosis. The same niggas right now telling you that Errol Spence shouldn't make excuses are the same niggas that saying Teofimo Lopez versus Cambosis was a fluke. It was a fluke. It was a fucking fluke. And we saying, nah, nigga, there ain't no excuses. Y'all went in there and fought, and that's just that. Yeah. Hold on one second. I got a phone call. Okay, my bad. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, the same niggas telling you Errol Spence shouldn't make an excuse are saying Cambosis is trash today. This nigga's fucking trash. The fight against T.O. was a fluke. No, nigga. We not doing that shit here around me. We gonna speak on it. If that's a fluke, then Bud versus Spence is a fucking fluke. You know why? Because he had injuries just like that. And then here's another point that I brought up. Errol Spence is such a real dude. He explained like, dog, like, you know what I'm saying? I should have got the cataract injuries. I should have got that cataract surgery, man. Bullshit. And all that shit. We didn't heard about the broken ribs in the camp, and he didn't even say that. It's just people that's confirming around him saying, yes, Errol Spence's ribs was broke or whatever. People around him saying that, but y'all niggas is taking that as another excuse Errol Spence made. But anyways, let's just say Errol Spence did what Virgil Ortiz did. You know what Virgil Ortiz did? He had a fight scheduled with Staniosis, a tough welterweight, undefeated. I think that motherfucker was on the KO streak. Nah, he went on the KO streak. I think he went on 12. Anyways, he's a strong motherfucker welterweight, can crack. I've seen this nigga live. He can't really crack. I heard the punches. The bitches really do hurt. Anyways, Virgil Ortiz, he postponed that fight and said, you know what? No, first it was Staniosis. He pulled out the fight and said, you know, he has an injury. Acceptable, right? Reschedule. Then Virgil Ortiz pulled out the fight and has an injury. And they said, okay, we can reschedule. Then the motherfucker reschedules. Then he pulls out of that one again. And then he does it a third time. And it's basically looking like, nigga, that shit's it's over. It's not happening due to this guy's health. Due to his health. I said, man, if Errol Spence did that same shit that Virgil Ortiz did, which was leave, postpone, you know what I'm saying, postpone the fight, and then leave the contract or just say, you know what, fuck, scrap the whole fight, niggas would have been like, oh, Errol Spence, man, you We knew you was a ducker. We knew you was ducking. You a ducking ass nigga. Them Dallas Ducks. You know what I'm saying? They should change the team to the Dallas Ducks because you niggas is just ducking. Ain't no man down, duck, all this bullshit, right? And then fought a tune up. If he did some shit like that, you niggas would have been calling this nigga all types of fucking ducks, man. But the fact that Errol Spence, is keeping it solid, you niggas is saying, oh, nah, that's an excuse. It's not an excuse. He not saying, hey, man, look, it's a fucking fluke. He said, look, I would have showed up a little different if that was the case. You niggas are straight out saying that Tio Cambosis fight was a straight up fluke. But now it's no excuses today. It's no fucking excuses. Come on, man. My dude Underdog, he said, preach. He said, Fury win the rematch. Say you doing mental gymnastics. Not really. Because I don't got nothing to prove. Shout out to Bud. Bud won the fucking fight. Duh. And you know me, I made a motherfucking hoodie and a shirt about it. I made a smooth ass illustration for that fucking fight. Because I'm a bigger fan of the sport of boxing. But you gotta understand, shit does happen. Boxers don't come into the fights 100%. And that's why I'm saying, you know what? Maybe we should. This is Artman's argument. I'm not trying to do mental gymnastics. This is Artman's argument. Maybe we should push for these fights to happen a lot sooner because we don't want situations like Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford to happen, where yes, Bud won, but nobody expected, not even Bud fans or Bud expected Errol Spence to come into the fight looking like that. And he came into the fight looking like that due to motherfucking obvious reasons, nigga. Reasons that can be proven medically. So how can you say, oh, these niggas got excuses and all that shit? The man gave him his props. Forever, whatever we say, it don't matter. It's always going to be an L on Errol Spence's record to Bud Crawford. It's not Bud Crawford's fault that Errol Spence showed up like that. It's not. And it's not Spence fans' fault that he showed up like that. It's Spence's fault that he showed up like that. And it's very unfortunate, but that's what the fuck happened. He took that L on the chin. He saluted the dude. Yeah, he whooped my ass. What are you supposed to say? Nah, nigga. It was some fixed shit. It was fixed. Nah, it wasn't. It was square dealing right there. He just went in there and lost because he wasn't prepared and he wasn't living exactly the boxer lifestyle. And that's on him. But that's not up to Bud. So we can't. It's not like we're taking anything away from Bud. It's we're just saying, like, look at Errol Spence. This nigga had a crazy ass life-altering car accident, cataract surgeries, all that type of shit, dog. It's like, you understand, but you just trying to pretend like it's just niggas just trying to take the win away from Bud. Nobody's trying to take the win away from Bud. Salute to Bud. Shout out to him. Said Bud realizing his 15 minutes of fame over, he not that popular. And you know what? Bud fans, and I'm a Bud fan too. I really like Bud, but in the ring. But outside the ring, he be doing some bullshit. But I feel like a lot of hardcore Bud fans are upset that people are mentioning Boots because it's like, now, if you ain't fighting Errol Spence Jr., the show must go on. Who you gonna fight now? Boots Ennis. And that shit got niggas talking about the past. Well, look at Errol Spence making excuses. Okay, Errol Spence made excuses. Now what? What you gonna do now? When the conversation goes to that, it's like, nah, nigga, he trying to fight Canelo and this and that. Nigga, Canelo ain't trying to fight that nigga from Omaha. What the fuck? Because what if Bud Crawford do go up and wait and beat the fuck out of Canelo? Canelo don't want that. So I won't even get that nigga the opportunity to even do that. So what the fuck? If he ain't fighting Canelo Alvarez and Charlo motherfucking I don't know if this is true or not, but this nigga out here catching motherfucking domestic charges or beating up his wife or some shit. He just got a whole lot of extra shit going on over there on that side. So if he ain't fighting that nigga and he ain't fighting Canelo and Errol Spence out of commission, you know who the fuck is next? It's Boots Ennis. And you niggas need to stop running away from that conversation. You hardcore Bud fans, y'all need to stop running away from that conversation. And your man Bud need to stop running away from it too. Because niggas is talking about, hey man, just send a contract. I don't want to hear no BLK Prime shit that happened in 2020, 23. Nah, nigga, it's 2024. Errol Spence got a cataract surgery coming up. Canelo don't want to fight you. Charlo got his own situation going on. The man just took your fucking belt. And this is what I don't like about what y'all don't like excuses. What's the excuse for Bud Crawford not fighting Boots Ennis since the contract is not fucking valid anymore? It expired. Damn near. What's the excuse for that? Oh, you don't know the excuse. Oh, I don't know, man. He already tried to send him. Nigga, fuck that. Send him a contract again. Because this is the fight niggas want to see. And then you got the hardcore fans saying, "Oh no, man, it's not that, man. It's just that shit already sealed because you tried to do the no, nigga. Shut that shit up, nigga. We in 2024, nigga. Either give up all the belts, or the Philly brothers just gonna be walking around with your IBF belt, nigga. Straight up." So it's also funny how everyone's saying Earl's holding up Crawford when Crawford literally stalled the negotiation for damn near a year fighting Avocado. And you know, he played it smart. I'm gonna keep it 100. We was laughing at BLK shit. We sure was laughing at that shit. I ain't gonna lie. He played it smart because even though he said some bullshit, his ass still got a good tune-up fight in before fighting Errol Spence. He was already the fresher fighter, so now he's going into the fight with a tune-up, shake off the ring rust, and now he's fighting Errol Spence. And Errol Spence living like the old law, fucking waiting forever, fighting injuries. Then you fight this nigga straight off a fucking year plus layoff. It's kind of crazy, but I feel like Errol Spence fell right into that trap. He definitely did. He definitely did. If I was Errol Spence, I would have got a tune-up in my damn self. Straight up. Said, but why Bud not answering Boots' call? Boots said send the contract. And you know what them fans is doing? They acting like they motherfucking Ray Charles in this motherfucker. And I'm about to, matter of fact, I got some work to do. I got a couple paintings I gotta finish. But I'm gonna definitely spark that conversation on Twitter. Why the fuck Bud fans so damn silent on Boots saying send the fucking contract? Or why is Bud fans bringing up some BLK shit from the past and Showtime? Nigga, it's 2024 I'm at, and BLK and fucking Showtime both out of business. So y'all niggas need to get that shit running. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. What we doing here? Amazon Prime is still available. You know what I'm saying? PBC, Amazon Prime, they talk about that. So what are we doing here? Are we going to set that shit up? Or are we going to talk about some BLK Prime shit in 2023? Said, hold on, let me see this shit. Said, why y'all ain't had his injury towards Spence in 2018 when he told Bud to face he was taking the easy route? Why y'all ain't say nothing with motherfucking what's his face? The coach. Why y'all ain't say nothing with Bud? The coach said, nigga, we taking the easy route fighting Jeff Horn. Bud, look, just like Devin Haney, Bud went straight up and fought Errol Spence. First fight. Just like Devin Haney jumped straight up and fought Regis Prograis. His very first fight. You know why? Because he was undisputed. Bud literally had every single belt at 140. You telling me there's no way that Top Rank could have made Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford for the 147-pound IBF belt? When Errol Spence had that, it could have been a single fight. But nah, y'all said nah, fuck that. Let's all just go different directions. Y'all was cool with niggas going different directions. Said you didn't answer the question. He was gonna fight Pacquiao, but Horn beat him, so of course you fight Horn to get a belt. Nah, that did answer your question. Why didn't he just jump up from 140 straight to fighting Errol Spence, who had the IBF belt? Why he couldn't just create the situation where he's fighting for that belt because he held every belt at 140? If you hold every belt at a weight class lower, correct me if I'm wrong, can't you be mandated to fight the 147 champion or the higher weight class champion because you had every belt at that weight? Nah, this is what the fuck happened. He went the WBO route, the what Bob orders fucking route. He said Errol Spence told him he needed a belt. He could have said, fuck what Errol Spence talk about. I'm going to be mandated to fighting Errol Spence. They went the WBO route, the what Bob ordered route. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 1,000. But here we are bringing up the past. What the fuck is going on in 2024? I'll tell you what's going on. The killer from Philly said, hey, send that contract. And fans hate when we say this right here. When we say this right here. Like y'all say, we said this about the last nigga, right? Well, check this out. This new nigga right here, Boots, he haven't been in no motherfucking life altering car accident. He doesn't have any eye injuries that we know of. What's the problem? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, nah, he tried to offer something back in 2023. Nah, nigga, it's 2024. BLK Prime and Showtime don't exist in the world of boxing right now. So what are we talking about? Are we going to set some shit up? It's looking like you don't owe Errol Spence a fight no more. So what are we talking about? You're not fighting Canelo. What do y'all want to see Bud Crawford do next? Everything but fight motherfucking Boots. And we see that shit. We see it for exactly what it is, bro. Y'all got to keep that shit 1,000. Spence made that fight with Bud a mega fight by collecting those belts. Motherfuckers can't say Spence held up anything. He fought all the champions en route to facing Bud. Spence is the reason why motherfucking Bud Crawford made history as the first two-time undisputed champion at 140 and 147 in boxing history. And that's why Bud, he respect Errol Spence. He respect Errol Spence. He know it. He respect Errol Spence. He respect Errol Spence. And y'all motherfuckers making it seem like he hate that nigga. Like, come on, bro. Let's keep it 100. I do Hosbox and said 100. Literally. Oops. Hold on, I'm sending a text message, y'all. Man. Hold on, let me switch the camera because my fucking iPad is dying. But like I said, y'all talking about some 2023 shit. What the fuck is going on 2024? Let's read the fucking. Hold on, let me get on this and then we're gonna read it real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second. Said he wasn't willing to fight his like that, so it was bound to happen. Exactly. Exactly. Hold on. Bud was never avoided. He decided to stay under top rank. And then, but you know what Bud fans do? I get it. I get it. Winners get to rewrite history because they're totally forgetting the whole Bud Crawford suing Top Rank and saying because they could not make the Errol Spence Jr. fight. He literally said that out of his own mouth. But here they are rewriting history saying, oh, no, that never happened. Errol Spence was just ducking Bud the whole time. And then the monster just finally caught up to him. No, nigga, the monster invited him to the fight on his last leg. See, Errol Spence being such a real nigga that he is, it's like that's just backfiring on him because Bud fans have no respect for the dude making it happen. Win, lose, or draw, he made the fight happen. Hold on, man. Let me get this shit right. Errol Spence didn't have to give niggas this fight. He really didn't. He could have pulled the Virgil Ortiz. And this known troll on Twitter, he told me, he said, Errol Spence should have pulled the Virgil Ortiz instead of having that performance July 29th. And I'm like, you know what? He should have. Because you niggas is ungrateful as fuck. Straight up. I say you niggas are so ungrateful. If I was Errol Spence, I would have said, fuck that. Fuck it, I'll just postpone the fight. But I guess that undisputed shit really meant something to Errol Spence. It really did. And I know he feel bad because he didn't get it, but that's what happens. You should have been living the fighter lifestyle. Should have. And that's why folks be asking me, they be like, Art, man, I see you hit the bag and all that shit. You pretty good. How come you don't never, try to get a pro fight and all that shit in? And I'm like, nigga, because I don't live the fucking, I don't live the fighter lifestyle. Nigga, I be smoking weed, all types of shit, nigga. Not all types of shit, just smoking weed. Let me fix this camera. Yeah. But it's the truth, though. Niggas be smoking weed, all that. Can't be out here trying to get punched in my face, my reaction time all slow and shit. Hell no. But Errol Spence, he should have been active. I feel like inactivity is killing these boxers, man, for real. It definitely is. Oh, let me fix this. Yeah, I feel like inactivity is killing the game, man. Like Wilder, man, that shit was crazy. Wilder went in there and got his ass fucking, I wouldn't say beat the fuck up, but he got hit with some shots that niggas is looking at him crazy, and he ain't throw nothing back. And it got motherfuckers looking like talking real crazy online. And it got him missing out on the bag. But they talking about he's gonna fight Zhang or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I ain't gonna lie. I was picking the Wilder that I've seen in the past. This Wilder under Malik Scott today, I don't know. I do not know. Because old Wilder would have threw some punches. He would have shot that straight, that 1-2 down the middle on Parker. He would have shot it right down the middle. It was looking like everybody was waiting for the same thing, and it just never happened. Everybody was looking. Even the ops was looking like, man, Wilder about to shoot that 1-2 and knock Joseph Parker out. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It didn't fucking come. It didn't. But it is what it is. But now they got Francis Ngannou versus Joshua. And people talking shit, but I feel like that's going to be a pretty decent fight. I feel like that's going to be a decent fight. But yeah, man, the rematch between Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. It's unfortunate that it had to go down like that, but it is what it is. Said Francis earned his respect the right way. He definitely is. He definitely is. And you know I like Francis Ngannou too? I like him because he came out and said it. He was like, man, and don't bring them cheating ass gloves when you fight me, Tyson Fury. And all the fans was talking like, oh man, whatever, man. They try to hide it, but they gotta be real. Oh shit, they gotta be real. They trying to hide it, but Francis Ngannou, he said, yeah, Fury's a cheater or whatever. But that's gonna be a pretty good fight, Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really impressed by Joshua his last fight. I know we talk a lot of shit about the dude, but I was really impressed because he was able to deal with a little bit of pressure, and he was really active in the fight. It didn't look like he had no ring rust, nothing. He was just like, it looked like another day in the park for him. Like, this was kind of giving me 2017 vibes. He made that dude, dude didn't even come out the corner, and that dude gave Tyson Fury problems. A non-juice Tyson Fury. Straight up. Let me send this link out. Y'all share this link. Let everybody know we alive. And make sure y'all go to artmanapparel.com for the best boxing merch in boxing. But yeah, Smith and Better Beef is coming on tomorrow. Are you guys excited about that shit? Shout out to my dude NJMP. He said, what's good? Salute. Well, you said 2 more rounds, Fury would have got knocked out, in my opinion. AJ backed on that belt campaign. And I'm not mad at AJ. AJ need to get back on it. And I feel like AJ, man, he had the tools to beat Usyk. He really did, man. And I feel like that's really disappointing. Because when you got the tools to beat somebody, but you don't use them properly, it's like, damn. Like, he let Usyk down on him. And when he got Usyk hurt, he just let that nigga off the hook. And let that nigga, he got distracted by the ref breaking shit up, saying, oh yeah, it was a low blow. Nigga, it wasn't a low blow. You hit that nigga with a good body shot, and he was weak. Usyk is the Keith Thurman of the motherfucking heavyweight division, but nobody want to say it. Say, yeah, Better Be fights always good. So yeah, man, speaking of Better Be, what do y'all think about that whole that finding that they found some type of steroid in the system or something? I don't know if it was a steroid. Matter of fact, let me go read this shit exactly word for word, because it did raise a little eyebrows, but I feel like some people are probably looking past it. Okay, it says Artur Beterbiev had an atypical finding for raised levels of HGH and testosterone, metabolic 5D something, in a December 6th VADA drug test ahead of his fight with Callum Smith on Saturday. That's weird. What is that? HGH and testosterone? But they said, however, both substances occur naturally in the body. A typical finding is not a violation, like an adverse finding. So the fight is set to go ahead because of following tests requested by VADA were all negative. That shit's crazy. Said they're gonna blame the food. Human growth hormone. Yeah. Human growth hormone. You know what? Actually, I have heard of that. I've heard of that before. What's his name? Vinny Paz, the boxer from back in the day. He said, yeah, he said he knew Wilder wasn't gonna beat Fury because he knew that Fury was gonna be on HGH. And he seen guys who was on that shit, and he said those guys, And he said he knows people who's associated with Fury who does that shit or whatever. But I don't know, man. When you do get older, you start you know your body doesn't produce testosterone as much naturally. And I've been seeing a lot of old folks in the gym. Motherfuckers be having gray hair, all that, and some natural, but some will be looking like, okay, bro, you're a little bit too fucking swole to be old. Like, man, I've been in the gym for years, and I'm in my 20s. Bro, your muscles look a certain type of way. Like, hell no. And then I found out that people do take testosterone boosters, and you can get testosterone injections. I didn't even know that shit. So yeah, man, you said I hope better be moving right. It's a dirty game, and I ain't trying to put the jacket on them. I ain't gonna put the pad jacket on them. But all I'm gonna say is, shit looking real sketchy. Because to me, I'm not an expert on peds or whatever, but to me, it sounds like they caught the dude at the end of his cycle, and he got that shit up out of his system, and they retest him, and it was clean as a whistle. Yeah. But I remember when Wilder had 100% KO ratio, they said, "Oh man, this nigga on juice. He's taking pads, all that." And look where we are today. It's just crazy. Said if he knock, I said if he knock dude up tomorrow, fans gonna bring up that HGH stuff. I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm kind of skeptical about this fight. Actually, I don't really want to say who. I don't want to really pick who's gonna win on this fight. I think I'm gonna just sit this one out. I definitely am gonna sit it out because I have no dog in this race. And every time I bet against Better Beef, this nigga proves me wrong. I don't actually bet. I just say always pick the guy that he's fighting. Like I picked Marcus Brown against him and shit. Damn, they killed Marcus Brown. Said there are ways to raise HGH and testosterone naturally. Yeah, possibly. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't really have a dog in this race, but I have been seeing Caleb Smith. A lot of people are saying, well, Caleb Smith, he lost to Canelo. He let his arm get punched up by Canelo and this and that. And I said, you know what? I understand where people can believe that. Okay, well, yeah, Canelo beat his ass. But then I'm looking at him like, nah, nigga, I ain't forget. Canelo did catch him off at like a 4-week training camp. And he was already struggling to make the weight because he was already at his final days at that weight class. So I said, oh, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect for Canelo. I ain't saying it's a cherry pick, but I'm just saying, like, it's good that he caught him at that time because he was already on his way out. But just like Devin Haney, we seen him move up in weight class. And he's hurting dudes, puncher power, all that. But Caleb Smith, he's knocking dudes out. And I know these guys are not like Better Be level. Of course not. Of course not. But he's looking solid at that weight. He's definitely looking solid. And he does look like he packs a bigger punch at that weight class than 168. And you know what they say about father time in boxing? It's undefeated. It's a lot of things, not undefeated in life, but father time is one of the things that you know for sure is not undefeated. Or it is undefeated or whatever. This guy here, Better Beef, in the last fight with Yard, he looked good, but he did get touched. He definitely did get touched. But one thing I know about Better Beef, If he gets hurt, he gonna turn up the pressure immediately. He gonna turn up the pressure for sure. And that's exactly what he did to Marcus Brown, Yard, and Vostic. They'll catch him with like a 1-2 down the middle or a hook. He'll eat that shit and just come back throwing every punch in the book. And you know what always gets them? When he does that little, it's like a clubbing left right hook to the back of their head or the side of their head. But it's not his fault though, sometimes. Because the opponents will turn their head to the side or whatever. But he'll catch you with that. And then your main thing is to put your high guard up, these fighters. They put the high guard up, and then next you know it, he'll crack you to the liver with like a left hook. Oh my God. Why these niggas be? That's like the most painful shit when you got your hands up covering your face and your ears or whatever, and then he just taps your fucking rib. Oh God. Oh man, that shit hurt. Hold on, I got a phone call real quick. Y'all give me one moment. Okay, my bad. Shit. Said if Better Beef does win, him and Bivol's next. Mike Comper just said Bivol signed his contract. That's gonna be wild. I know, but nigga, you can always count. Look, look, check this out. Even though Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren made peace and now they're doing business together, it ain't nothing for Eddie Hearn to sneak and snake top rank. It's nothing for them to just swoop that on because they already have a better relationship with them dudes over there. Eddie Hearn. He already has a deal with those guys in Saudi or whatever. So it's nothing for him to fucking get his fighter Smith to win against Better Beef. And you know how that will still be a massive fight. If anything, that will be I wouldn't say it'll be a better fight, but it'll be a more what would you say? I feel like now that the Brits will be involved into it, it will be a bigger fight because if I'm not sure, isn't the UK closer to what you call it again, Saudi Arabia or whatever than Canada, right? So and you know them Brits gonna fly out, so definitely they'll come out and see that fucking fight, a Bivol versus uh, um, Smith. So you also got to look at it like that. And that's how I'm looking at it too. It wouldn't be nothing for Eddie Hearn to sneak Bob Arum and get his fight. It wouldn't even be sneaking. It'll just be, business, to be honest. Man, they probably already got a flyer made for Bivol versus Smith. You never know. Said Better Beef wins tomorrow. He has to sign the contract to Bivol. Bivol already signed. Yeah. But if he don't win, you telling me that contract won't go towards Smith? I don't know. But that's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna do a show later on to break down that fight. But anyways, I gotta get up out of here. ArtmanApparel.com. Follow me on Twitter, ArtmanTheGoat.